What's up, Bills Mafia? The Buffalo Bills cooked the Dallas Cowboys this past Sunday, and I got the players and coaches whose stock went up and those that went down. But before we get to that, let's get to that intro.
This is VZ Music.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you. Well, Bills Mafia, I got the players and coaches whose stock went up and those that went down, following that ass whooping of the Cowboys this past Sunday. My God, 31-10. And whoo. So the question is, who made the list? And we're about to find out right now. Once again, shout out to Bills Wire for creating this article. Let's get this thing going. All right, first up, stock up, obviously. Running back James Cook. While Cook doesn't get as many touches as some of the top-tier running backs in the NFL, he usually performs at an elite level in terms of efficiency. This game against the Cowboys was Cook's day to show what he could do when given the opportunity, and he made a massive game catching and rushing in a score. Man, golly. Guys, James Cook, boy, he put his Superman cape on, and he absolutely wrecked the Cowboys. He had more total yards than the Cowboys did in that game. That's wild, right? What's even crazier is Josh Allen threw for under 100 yards. One receiver on our team, including tight ends, had 4 catches. No one else had a catch except for running backs. Wild, man. Unbelievable. So that just goes to show you how that game went. It was the James Cook show, and he sure did cook the Cowboys this Sunday. So definitely stock up for James Cook. We already knew that. All right, next up, stock down. Buffalo's passing offense. This is a selection that has to be added given the numbers that the Bills' passing offense did not put up, despite it being for a good reason, given how little Buffalo passed the ball. Quarterback Josh Allen passed the ball just 15 times in a game that the Bills won 31-10. So there's little to critique other than Buffalo's passing offense was non-existent. And that's okay. It didn't need to be existent, right? Like I said, James Cook decided this game that he was going to be the offense. And that's normally Josh Allen's job, right? Normally Josh Allen is the one to put the Superman cape on and lead this Bills offense to a victory. But this game, like I said before, James Cook just took over, and it was a beautiful thing to watch. But I will say this. That's not going to always be the case. It's not going to always be the case, and these receivers and tight ends need to step up because we're going to have games where the defense is stopping the run, and these guys are going to need to get open. They're going to need to make plays for this team. So though it was an awesome thing to see from James Cook, we need our receivers to step up. All right, next up. Stock up, running back Ty Johnson. While Johnson did have a fumble in this game, that was his lone mistake and didn't impact the game much either way. Johnson is a stock up for the way that he ran the ball efficiently. He was able to keep the offense going when Cook came out of the game. I agree, man. Ty Johnson has been really honestly like a surprise, man, because I don't know if any of us saw this coming. He was on the practice squad for a while, and he did have a decent preseason. I like what I saw from him. He actually played decent when he was with the Jets, but let's be honest, we didn't know much about Ty Johnson. He was a practice squad player for, like I said, the beginning of the season. And once he got called up, man, he's been a blessing in disguise, really, honestly. And, I know he got banged up a little bit with his shoulder in this game, so it is going to be interesting to see what the Bills do with Leonard Fournette coming up Saturday against the Chargers, because that's a quick turnaround, right? We just played Sunday, now we're playing Saturday. So will the Buffalo Bills rest Ty Johnson, give him an extra week to get that shoulder right and bring up Leonard Fournette, who's been on the roster now for quite a bit? I think it is time for Leonard Fournette to get called up, especially if Ty Johnson is nursing a shoulder injury. There's no reason to put Ty Johnson out there against a team that we should be able to beat. So get Leonard Fournette some reps. Let's see what he can do. And if he does well, then you know what? You got a three-headed monster now, right? You got James Cook, Leonard Fournette, Ty Johnson. I don't think anyone has a problem. I'm sorry, four-headed monster. How could I forget my boy? Murray, right? Latavius Murray's still having a decent season, though he's slowing down a little bit. I noticed late in the season. This will be a good time to actually bring up Fournette to get some rest also for Murray, because you can see he's showing his age a little bit as the season goes on, and he's been our like workhorse type running back in short yardage or when early on in games to get Cook going. He's the guy that is the bruiser, right? He's in there also in pass protection, helping out Josh Allen, because that's one thing James Cook struggles at. You bring up Leonard Fournette. He's the guy that does very well in pass protection. He's a guy that also is good at pass catching. So it's not like he's a drop-off from if James Cook is off the field or Murray. So, yeah, man, we could literally have like a four-headed monster really out there, and we could do a lot of, creative things with those four running backs. But, Ty Johnson's been really, really good. All right, next up, stock up, safety, Taylor Rapp. Rapp had to step in for Micah Hyde, who did not play due to injury, and try to be a good partner with Jordan Poyer in a game with playoff implications against one of the best offenses in the NFL. Rapp played solid football next to Poyer and was able to help in the run game and also be part of a unit that frustrated Dallas quarterback Dak Prescott all game long. Man, that was a great signing. You got man, Taylor Rapp, let me tell you, man, has filled in beautifully. Honestly, whenever Hyde went down or Poyer, he's come in, he's done his job. Is he as good as Hyde or Poyer? No, but man, he's young, he's aggressive, he hits hard. Like I said, man, you couldn't ask for a better guy to fill in if those guys are hurt. And he goes inside down in the box when we need him to. Stops the run. He's like I said, physical. So Taylor Rapp was a great signing by Brandon Beane. So it's definitely, I agree with that. Stock up, Taylor Rapp. All right, next up. Stock up, defensive end, Gregory Russo. Russo was a big part of Bill's defensive line that put a lot of pressure on Prescott throughout the majority of the game. While no one defensive lineman had a big night in terms of counting stats, Russo was one of the most effective ones with his pressure and the way he was able to help out in the run game as well. Yeah, he's very underrated in my opinion at run defense. He's really good at stopping the run. Physical, long, fast. He gets to the outside edge quick. Love what Russo brings to this team. I thought he was going to have 10-plus sacks this year. I really did. I know he was a little banged up, and maybe that has something to do with it earlier in the season, but he's 100% healthy now. And also, too, the fact that Von Miller wasn't on the field, obviously, because of the ACL early on. That probably affected him a little bit as well because, you guys know Von Miller will help out other players pick up stats because quarterbacks are racing away from him, moving the quarterback to his side. So, no, man, Gregory Russo is still having a very good year. And just love that draft pick, and I love the outlook on Gregory Russo here in Buffalo. All right, next up. All right, stock up. Linebacker, I can't believe this. Tyrell Dawson. Similar to Rousseau, Dawson was effective in the way that he was able to help in the run game while being able to apply some pressure on Dak Prescott at the same time. In addition to that, Dawson was a tackling machine as he was all over the field as one of the more impactful players on a Buffalo defense that completely shut down the Cowboys offense. And that is the end of that one. So, yeah, listen, you guys know how I feel about Dawson, but I'll give credit where credit is due. And, the one thing that Dawson has been bringing to this team as of late is that energy. That energy, he brings it to the rest of the defense. And he may not be the best pass coverage linebacker. In fact, he's pretty bad at that, and that's why we take him off the field at certain pass coverage defense plays. But as far as run defense goes, as far as energy goes, he brings it. He brings it, and he gets the rest of the team hyped up. He's like a Jordan Phillips, right? Jordan Phillips, same way. Gets a crowd involved, gets his teammates pumped up. So I'm liking at least that part of Dawson. And he's like they said, against the Cowboys, he was all over the field. So love to see it. So I'll give credit where credit is due. He's been filling in nicely, and also got to give credit to McDermott for how he understands that, on certain plays that Dawson should be out of the game, and that's when they bring either Poyer in the box or Rapp in the box. So he's understanding Dawson's strengths and weaknesses to the defense, and he's adjusting well with that. So you got to also give credit to McDermott for how he's using Tyrell Dawson in this defensive scheme. So got to show him love. Also, what wasn't on there, and I always like to add some, stock up Floyd, right? Leonard Floyd has been an absolute beast this season. He has now 10.5 sacks. That's 4 straight seasons with over 9 sacks. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. I hope that we can figure a way to extend him. I just don't know if we're going to have the money to, because he may want his money. He may want his bag after the season. Guys, there's not a lot of edge rushers or defensive players 4 straight seasons with over 9 sacks. It just doesn't happen much, and that's a premium teams are willing to pay. And I don't care about his age. He seems like he's getting better with his age as he ages. So I hope he sticks around. I hope the Bills can somehow figure that out because, man, he's been a great addition. Really, honestly, an addition that not a lot of people were talking about. And I thought that was one of the best signings this offseason, without a doubt. We all knew Von Miller wasn't coming back right away, and we all knew when Von Miller came back, it would probably take some time for Von Miller to get right. We needed an edge rusher. We needed somebody to get to the quarterback. And, well, guess what? Leonard Floyd is absolutely doing that. He's getting to the quarterback. And we still got 3 games left. He's probably going to get 12 to 13 sacks. So, beautiful season for Leonard Floyd. He's helped tremendously on this defense. And great addition. So stock up for sure in that game. Also stock up Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver has been a beast pretty much all season. He was aggressive in this game, causing havoc in the backfield. So stock up Ed Oliver as well. Stock up to our coaching staff. Got to give him credit. You guys know how I feel about McDermott. Sometimes a lot of the time, really, I'm not happy with how he coaches, especially late in games. But I feel like since that article has been written about him, McDermott has kind of changed his ways a little bit as far as how he's coaching the game. He's more aggressive. He's coaching to win. He's not coaching not to lose anymore. He's understanding that going conservative is not the way to go in games. You got to be aggressive. You got to put your foot to the throats of another football team when you got the lead. You cannot just start going conservative football, playing scared football, and I think he's learned that, and I'm hoping he's learned that because that's how you get it done. That's how you win a Super Bowl. So stock up for McDermott. I thought he did a much better job over the last two weeks, really 3 weeks. 2 weeks, because the Philly game, I thought he made some mistakes. So over the last 2 weeks, let's say, I think McDermott's done a very good job. Also, Joe Brady, obviously, he's part of the coaching staff. Definitely stock up. Man, what more can I say? What a change this has been for the offense. Blessing in disguise for the Denver loss. Honestly, I know we were all mad about it. I was pissed off that we lost at home to Denver on prime time, in front of everyone. Embarrassing, but it led to Ken Dorsey being fired, ultimately being fired. And that gave Joe Brady an opportunity to come in and do his thing. And he absolutely has. Has he been, oh my God, perfect? No, he's the Chiefs game, I thought he didn't adjust well, but we got the dub, But other than that, I think, man, he's been like I said, it's been night and day from Ken Dorsey to Joe Brady. He's understanding that you got to get other players involved, right? James Cook, right? Other receivers involved, right? You can't just rely on Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. That's it. And I'm liking how he's mixing it up on offense as well as far as play calling. So, yeah, once again, man, I think the team's rallying behind Joe Brady as well. You see the offense having more fun out there, something we didn't see most of the season. You see the offense actually, scoring faster now when games from the start of the game. So they're opening up, they're first drive, usually they're scoring. So they're getting off to faster starts. All that we struggled early in the season with Ken Dorsey, so you got to give credit to Joe Brady. And he's also, once again, he's going with the run, something that Ken Dorsey and Brian Daboll refused to do. Now he's actually doing it. And I love that he stuck with it on Sunday against the Cowboys, because we've had games where we ran the ball well and we went away from running the ball later in the game, and it cost us, right? So I love the fact that he was like, you know what? It's working. We're going to stick with it. I don't care if Allen doesn't throw another pass. And me as a Bills fan, I'm totally fine with that. I love Josh Allen, but like Josh Allen said, he's like a kid that did a school project, got an A, and he didn't really do anything. But he doesn't care. He'll take the A, right? And I think that's how we feel. We'll take the dub. We'll move on. It gets us closer to the playoffs, which is the ultimate goal. Once you're in the dance, man, anything can happen. So, the season didn't start off the greatest for us, but it's starting to heat up. It's starting to have a positive outlook. And, man, you should be excited if you're Bills Mafia, because things are looking good right now. They're trending in the right direction. We got 3 games left, guys. Chargers this Saturday. I don't see why we want to beat the Chargers, right? No Herbert. They're down to I think their second or third string quarterback. They fired their GM and head coach. They just got blown out 63 to 7 or something like that. Against the Raiders. They're just not a good team right now. I would be shocked if the Buffalo doesn't pull out a big win in LA. Then you come back home, you play the Patriots at home. Once again, another team that's just can't find their way. One of the worst teams in the NFL. I think they have 3 wins. Zappe's their quarterback. There's a lot of rumors that Belichick this is his last season. They got a lot of injuries going on over there as well. We're playing at home. That should be a win. And then here we go at Miami. Time for players to step up. Okay, and that could come down to whoever wins that game wins the AFC East. So big 3-game stretch here. Let's close the show. Let's run the table like we've all been talking about since these last 5 games that we've been talking about for the past 5 weeks, right? And we're 2 down, right? We're 2 of them, done, right? The toughest ones, right? Chiefs, Cowboys, and now here we go. So, guys, Bills Mafia, you know I love you. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.